between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida State's offense that has the first possession of the game. Well, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
And they're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's hoping they can make it 2-0.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Pass to 6. At midfield, he's got room. Finding some room. Inside the... and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Miami's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Darian Mensah. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rushes on. Buying some time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Fletcher. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
2nd and long here. To the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to move them on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, they had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. The ground game getting it done and putting 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have
The change, and they're set up at the 41. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Here's Mentz at a throw. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Mensa. Look out. Trying to get away. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Swamped immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Quick catch on third down. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the catch. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
What?
And the Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll run it on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. This is turning into a death march for this defense. 13th play of the drive coming. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Lucky to get it off.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Splits the uprights. Good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Throwing, Mensah. Back's got it on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quick handoff. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Daniels. They're all over him. Right side, it's Lopez. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. Their defense has got to step up big time right now. They have been struggling at times throughout this season, but right now is a huge moment. With a lead, they have an opportunity on this kickoff to come down and... Big statement. I'll keep you posted on if the defense is able to step up in this huge moment. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. This time he's got his man. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well, and you just saw one there on the crossing route.
And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early.
Runs through a man. He might have space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Seminoles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Snagged in the middle, it's Riles. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around. And ideally, you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football. You could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked through. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Out wide right, it's Lofton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. Smashes through the tackle. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good job by this defense, because second and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. Down the run, now third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
And the Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Riles. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up second and 4. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're going to run it. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Looking for a crease. It's Chroma. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Mensah. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
Oh, my God.
He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cade. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Howard. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. second down as we open the final stanza. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
There's some room. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
It is good. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Out wide left, it's Croma. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Picked off.
Why is that not pass interference?
Takes it the other way. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the...
It looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kick.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to him.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Left side, it's Thomas. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Snaps on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
On the run, it's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Number 94 sets a kickoff.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. The throw. Right side, it's Lopez. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Lopez. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows.
And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
They'll line up to go for two. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He was all over him in the end zone, and the flags are flying. This will be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the two-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.